Warm welcome. This is Markus Termin at the 1st of January 2025. As I'm speaking, the moon is void just for a few more hours, and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the moon is going to meet Pluto in opposition to Mars, retrograde in the sign of Leo. So I would happily shout out, what a great day today. Everything fine and all right, but astrologically there's an aspect of danger, which is the opposition of Pluto and Mars. You know, this is for today, this is for tomorrow, and even the day after tomorrow. Actually, it's the whole first week of January. The Pluto-Mars opposition, but today is important because the moon will enter Aquarius at noon and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Middle European time. Moon and Pluto meet in a conjunction. That's their monthly conjunction. Is nothing special actually, but moon triggers Pluto and triggers also the opposition from Pluto to Mars. So this is the most important day. Take care. This is an aspect of violence. Let's have a look how this looks on paper. See, this is the moon meeting Pluto in opposition to Mars, retrograde Leo. Now, of course, it depends where in your chart this hits you, whether it's house 3 or 4 or 7, or whatever it is. Well, as long as it is 7, for instance, maybe you have Mars in the 7th house. That would be, for instance, if you are an Aquarius rising or something like that. This is then more important. We can have a look at that if we have a personal view at your chart. Now, this chart, just to come to the side of predictions for the following year, which I couldn't put out throughout the last 2 weeks as all the others did, but I will have to do it in between the 1st of January and the 6th of January, which is, as anybody knows, in the Christian calendar, the celebration day of the 3 magicians, the 3 astrologers. And this is for me, these 6 days are actually the period to put out forecasts. So I will do that drop by drop anytime I do a video throughout these days. And this now is to show you the last opposition in between Mars and Pluto, which is going to occur at the new moon in the sign of Taurus. Now we have an Earth new moon yesterday, and then when the next Earth new moon is going to come in the sign of Taurus, there's going to be another opposition of Mars and Pluto. This goes to show us that's about materialistic matters, you know, because this is earthbound, and earthbound is always a little materialistic. What are we talking about with this opposition? The opposition is Mars in the sign of Leo wants to do things by his own clarity, by his own decisions, by his... He doesn't want to get into discipline by talking it all over with the others, you know. And Pluto in the sign of Aquarius longs to have freedom for both individuals and the collective. And those two, you know, parts of the rope, you know, they are being pulled from each side, and that puts out some vibes that even have the tendency to be violent. So watch out, especially today in the afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then later on 27th of April, this aspect is going to come again and put all the chickens in the barn that this aspect has collected today, and when it was in the first opposition. It's 3 oppositions in general. We are in the second. It's with Mars retrograde. Mars retrograde is a problem because this is a Mars that has a lot of tension in his journey, because he can't act openly. He can't act maybe at the time that he wants to act. So this is more dangerous than a direct moving Mars. Sorry for not putting out all the happy news today at the first of the year, but we have to stay on astrological facts. If you want to get into your personal chart and see how these oppositions hit you personally, this is the mail address to get in contact, and this is my website where you can find out what are the conditions for a consultation. Happy to hear from you. Best New Year 2025. This is Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch, at the 1st of January 2025.